Welcome to Nintendo Ninja News, and we are celebrating a special anniversary. Now, do you remember the sound of this console? Let's see if I can get it right. Yes, it is the Game Boy Advance birthday party. It's turning 15 years old today, March the 21st, when it was first released in Japan. Of course, it was released in the coming months worldwide. Now, it's been a pretty very successful console. Of course, the SP came out, which of course had rechargeable sort of battery inside it, and of course the LED screen that everyone loves. So, which is fantastic. There you go. And it was the first true sequel to the Game Boy series. We know we had the Game Boy Color, but it was an amazing sort of console to have. Of course, it sold over 80 million units during that time. Quite a fair bit more than the Nintendo 3DS, but nowhere near the DS numbers. Some of the accessories that may bring back memories is the wireless adapter. And of course, you used that to trade between Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. You had the Nintendo GameCube, Game Boy Advance link cables, which was pretty cool. The e-reader, the Game Boy Advance video, the mobile adapter, which was very cool. That was to connect to mobile phones for remote play. It was released in Japan and was compatible with Pokemon Crystal. And a cleaning cartridge too to clean the connectors inside of your consoles, which is fairly cool. Now, of course, there was a lot of games, and of course, it was backward compatibility with your Game Boy Color games. I think we all remember the Fireleaf. Was it Fireleaf, Leaf Green, and Fire Red Pokemon games, and of course, Ruby and Sapphire, which was remade in recent times for the Nintendo 3DS. They had a lot of Super Nintendo games that were remade for this generation for the 32-bit. Donkey Kong Country Series Mario games came out. Mario Kart Super Circuit, which I will say, it's the game that I don't like. Had some nice courses in it, but just the play and the feel was, I think, a generation too early, and the DS version was better. But it's a bit of a late night here, everyone. And I wasn't a huge fan of this generation. I think because I was finishing off college and it was my early years of being an adult, and that was a particularly tough moment for me. So I really never got into it. I definitely got more into the DS model, and of course, the 3DS having 70, 80 games on the thing. Oh my god! But it's been a long time for the 15th anniversary, and I think this video is really about talking a little bit about my experiences, but I want to hear about your thoughts. What made the Game Boy Advance special for you? Do you have any stories to tell? Do you have any thoughts and comments about this generation that sold a lot of copies, a lot of units, and a lot of games? And this is a console that potentially could have played the past 16 years worth of games, which is a long time, including all the original Game Boy games and that. So it's fantastic for the Game Boy Advance to reach this milestone. Quite a few anniversaries this year, which we'll have to go through. And sorry about that. But it's a fantastic time to think back about the Game Boy Advance. Tell us what you think in the comments on Facebook, on YouTube, Twitter, anywhere that you find us. And happy birthday, Game Boy Advance. And I've got a few copies of these consoles around the place. And that's all we're talking about for now, and I'll see you later on.